Nations.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wildcard Sunday, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Strap in, the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wildcard Weekend on EA Sports.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And right away, he lost the football. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he'll take this and run. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Cook again.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
319. What is that?
To the air, Allen. And caught by Thomas for a Bills touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
after the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Morris. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Morris.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Morris. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Half 85, half 85.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
2. 180! Look out!
Running right, here's Brown. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
180! Half. Middle.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Touchdown! A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe it'll slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Morris.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as they get this up to the 34-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To throw now on first down.
Here's Freiermuth again.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. run straight ahead with Warren.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 5.
Let's go.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bills 21, Steelers nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Gain of 15. And the Steeler first down.
Got it. Ready? Here we go.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill.
Morris is back.
Call And a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Morris. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston.
3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Left side, Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
319!
Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
3rd down is a run by Cook.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Cook has it, left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills.
Dalton Kincaid,
A 16-yard touchdown.
and the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Bass on for the extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Bills 28, Steelers nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down up near the 40-yard line. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They've got some open field here. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. A game there of 30 big ones. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's second and 10. He's going to try and do this himself.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Morris. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Steve is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Back to throw. Morris. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
What's that?
From midfield, here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made back at the 44.
Allen going to change this at the line.
Half 85, half 85. What's that?
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here we go.
The tackle by Alex Highsmith.
Monday.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On the give, it's Warren. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. But that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. Well, think of the pressure you just put on the offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Steelers, first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets this one to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
4 yards. That's another.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
A gain of 11 on the play.
They'll look to throw again.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
That is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
A handoff for Warren.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jalen Warren.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Bills 28, Steelers 7.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Allen over the middle, complete. That's Thomas.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Middle.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
2. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
319.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Third and 2.
Hey, home. Pass. Monday.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 25-yard line.
Second and 10.
Let's go now.
Warren will try to right side. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Now they'll shift things around. Now run with Warren.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Here's Warren.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Steelers 14.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Allen going to audible to a different look.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
56, 56. Alert! Ready! Alert, alert, alert! Off 52. What's that?
Throwing now is Allen. Open man downfield is Johnson. Down the right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
35. Steelers 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Allen now looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
319.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
At the 8-yard line.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chase Brown taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Steelers 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
An inside give, Brown. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Ramsey brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Second down and 6 now.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. You call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they wouldn't move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Diamonds on me fight, Nick and Reese, Iketina, orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the 1st down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here.
And this ball will come out to the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll run it. 1. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down and 6.
Back to throw. Morris. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Steelers.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This is 2nd and 8.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your work. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, you can still sold down the earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh,
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Get ready to spin. Get ready to spin. 319. Look out.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Returning it, Johnson.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Morris. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Steeler 1st down.
Back to throw. Morris. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. at the 41-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Pittsburgh.
On the run, it's Warren.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Morris now off the play fake. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Bills 49, Steelers 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll give this up the middle of the ball. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Down. 33. Yellow.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Handing it off to Brown. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Steelers. First down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Looking to throw. Morris. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. 60.